Hey guys, it's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel, give me the fufu juice.
Oh, I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a Wheatie.
You found a Wheatie?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Hey guys, here we are out detecting again. Thought I'd try something a little bit different today too. I got the Simplex with me. Have not even fired it up yet. I'm just arrived at the site I'm at. It's really dry, it's kind of hot, it's like 90 degrees, pretty humid. But we're gonna dig anyway. We're gonna try to do some detecting. Rain's coming, so maybe the clouds will help make it not be quite so hot. So I don't have that hard direct sun. And I think what I'm gonna do is we're going to dig. I'm gonna show you guys everything I dig. When I get a signal that I like, that I wanna dig, I'm gonna show you what the numbers are and let you hear the sound, and then I'll dig it up and show you guys. I think we're gonna end up with a lot of garbage. That may be all we find, because this is one of those sites that I've pounded a lot. But hey, haven't done this yet. Let's see what happens. Okay, first signal here, really sketchy. Not expecting a lot out of this. Let's see what pinpoint does. Right there. So let's see what it is. And we have this. Not sure exactly what it is. Just some piece of junk, really. At this moment. Clean it up later, but I think it's just junk. Okay, on to the next. Okay, got another one. Oh. Looks to be pretty shallow. Let's see what it is. I think it's just going to be foil. And we just have a bit of wire. Nothing special. So onward to the next item. Okay. See, this is all high numbers. All says it's really deep. It jumps down to 28 there occasionally. I think this is just going to be iron, so let's dig it and find out. And since it was iron, as you can tell, it mispinpointed a little bit, but not too bad. And it was indeed an iron object. So, starting to figure this thing out a little bit, but still, it is more of a dig-it-all machine than a finesse machine, I think. So, we're going to keep going. Sorry. This is going to be a little bit more interesting. I think this is either going to be foil or iron. So, let's dig it and find out. Okay, so that was a big old washer, almost pinpointer deep, so probably close to 8 inches deep there. Okay, interesting. All iron though. You notice how that one was ringing up pretty high there too. Like iron seems to ring up excessively high on this thing, so it's a little bit backwards from what you would expect, isn't it? But gives you something to go on when you're learning the machine. Okay, so this one is dropping down below the 90s up into, or down into the, well, make a liar. Okay, there was a 80, 60, 88. So this might be iron. Might not be. Let's find out. And that was a really deep piece of foil. Lovely, just what I always wanted. Okay, this one is a bit different. Oh. See, that one's bouncing all over the place down in the middle numbers there. So I think that's foil as well. Let's find out. And I think I called this foil, didn't I? I was wrong. It's a nail. I pinpointed it well though, pinpointed it almost right on. So, happy about that. I'd like to find something other than a rusty old nail though. Let's keep going. Alright, so we got something here. That is not an iron signal. Well, when I turn this way, oh no. '70s, '80s. So let's dig that up, see what it is. Pretty good signal. The edge of it, the finish of it is pretty solid, not sketchy. So I'm curious to see what this is going to be. That's unusual. This stuff was all kind of piled together. I don't think I broke it. I might have, but it was all right there together anyway. It's like copper or zinc, maybe? Don't know what the heck it is. It's interesting. We'll keep going though. Okay. Got another one. Depending on which way I turn, it's better or worse. So let's see what it is. And it was just some wire pieces here. The profile is kind of sort of what made it sound funky. And you notice we've dug a lot of garbage. If you're new to metal detecting, welcome aboard. This is what you dig a lot of when you're out really scouring the ground trying to find things. So you got to do what you got to do. Go again. Showing deep but tight signal, interesting numbers. Let's see what she is. And we have some wadded up foil. Delicious, but it was wadded up tight. That's why it was such a tight signal. All right, just a few feet further away. Looks like predominantly in the 70s. That almost sounds like a zinc penny right there. Let's find out. Well, it wasn't a zinc penny, but at least it wasn't iron. It's a stirrup. It's a... no, it's not. It's just a piece of fencing material. Big old piece, too. Alright, on to the next one. See what we can find. Okay, this one I think is going to be a prime example of aluminum foil. See how it's got a really scratchy sound? It may surprise me, but I think this is just going to be aluminum foil. Let's see. And that is exactly what we had. Some foil. Those little tails sticking out there. I think that's what was giving it the really scratchy sound. But you notice that wasn't a hard edge sound. It was really scratchy on the edges, and a lot of the time that's exactly what that's going to be, as a foil piece of some sort. Alright, I think this one might be a foil too. It's kind of on the edge of the scratchiness. Really faint though, so let's see what it is. Yep, that was a piece of foil. It was a much thicker piece of foil though. That's why it was a little bit more defined on the edges, but it still had those crusty edges, which I think relates to the uneven edges and shaping of this. So yeah, there we go, another piece of foil out of the ground though. I think this one's going to be dang near a surface fine. Right there, really shallow, so let's take a look. And we have the infamous pull tab. Sure sounded good, didn't it? It was about 3.5 inches deep. Alright, I think we got another surface type, almost, not quite, maybe. Really shallow, so let's take a look. I think this is probably going to be something foilish or something like that as well. Well, not quite foil, but foiled with a pull tab. A classic example too. So, getting to see what those ring up like. Alrighty, so listen carefully to this one. Jumpy numbers and edges are pretty scratchy. So by now, have you learned what that is? Let's find out if we're right. Headphones back on, camera off. Well, I was wrong about what it was, but it does have this irregular shape. It's just a piece of wire that was in the ground. Part of it's still down there. It broke off. It went too deep to find. But this was bent just maybe a little bit more, so it had presented a really irregular shape. So that's why the kind of fuzzy edge as I was going across it this way. And it was pretty darn deep. It was probably 8 inches deep. So we'll keep going. And one that's got a shallow, hard edge. More defined numbers. That might be a penny there. Let's find out. Dang it, that was not a penny. A big, hard wad of foil. Super dense. I mean, this is... I can't even push my fingernails into it. I can bend it, but that's it. Where in the heck does this stuff come from? That's what I want to know. Looks like today is just going to be junk day. Alright, and we're back to the classic foil sound. Let's get her dug. Check that out. That was deep down there. That is a old pull tab. Unfortunately, it is still a pull tab. Alrighty, this is a pretty interesting signal. Not sure exactly what to make of it. '70s and '80s. Let's check it out. That's why it was rather strange. Another piece of fencing material. Lovely. Alright, this is another shallow one. Well, not horribly shallow, but I think this might be either fencing material or, I don't know. Could be a penny. Let's find out. Alrighty. This was a 2-for-1 actually. I got some foil out of there. But the hard edge was this fuse. The old screw install fuse. Can't tell if it's blown or not, but huh. Interesting. Not exactly the kind of relic I'm looking for, but interesting. This one is really shallow. Really low numbers, so we're gonna see what the heck that is. I'm not sure about this one. I'll be dang, what is Simplex known for? Nickels. I hopped over on the other side of the fence where I'm at here. See, there's a fence. where I don't normally detect. I've been down through here once, I think, and this was on edge, sitting just like that. That's why the numbers were a little bit funny. But we got a nickel. It's an 87 nickel, but hey, my first coin of the day. So all that trash I dug for 5 cents. Alrighty, got one that has a possibility to be something decent. Ooh, got an ant crawling on my leg. Okay. I don't know, we'll see. Numbers are a little jumpy. Let's find out what it is. 'Twas nothing but the beaver tail part of a pull tab. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well, I think I'm going to finish the pass that I'm on and then come back and then call it good for the day, because you guys have seen me dig a lot of garbage already, and I'm sure you want to continue to see me dig garbage, but I'm getting tired of it. Alright, you might have a couple of targets. Let's go with this one first. This one's a pretty solid signal in the 70s right there, so it's rare to get this thing that precise. So this I really want to know what it is. And we have a bottle cap. Didn't want a bottle cap, but I guess we got one. This one's interesting too. '70s and '80s, but a little bit of '20s and '90s mixed in. Another twofer. I got a nail and some foil. Well, dang it. A couple of signals here I have just dug. I haven't shown them because I'm heading back to the car and I'm just kind of getting to the point where I'm calling it good. And I thought for sure this was just going to be a piece of foil. And I just dug a ring. It's a kid's ring. It's nothing fancy. It was ringing up in the 40s. But, man, I should have showed that one. You know, that's just my luck though. But hey, I love you guys. Okay, cheesy, I know. Let's get out of here. Okay, not making the mistake again. Deep. Don't know what it is. Let's find out. And we just got more foil. So, loving the foil. So, that is it. That's the hunt for the day, guys. A little bit of real world metal detecting there. Just something to show you what the sounds on the Simplex are, the numbers on the Simplex are, and some of the stuff that goes with them. And the fact that in the real world of metal detecting, you dig a lot of trash. That's just the nature of the beast. I am in a pounded out spot, so I have to go dig the questionable signals also. I can't just go cherry pick here. Been there, done that too many times. And we're on the sketchy signals now. And I got a nickel and a kid's ring. That's it for the day. But I've only been out here, it's 6:38. I think I got here about 5:30, maybe a little bit before that. So maybe an hour and a half tops. So that's not bad. We dug a lot of holes in that time. A lot of holes, a lot of trash. So I hope this helped you in some way. As you get out with your Simplex, you're gonna have to learn the sounds and the numbers. And you'll see a lot of the trash stuff like we found was really bouncy, jumpy numbers. Didn't always have hard, defined edges to the sound. And the stuff that did had hard, defined edges. Like, unfortunately, they might have been pull tabs and stuff, but you could tell. It was a hard, defined edge. You know, if in doubt, dig it out. That's just how it's got to be. You can get some of the signals where you're like, oh, that's a piece of foil, and you dig down, and it's not a piece of foil. It's a piece of nail, or it's a yeah, maybe a piece of an old rusty nail sitting next to a silver dime, and the two are offsetting each other so much that it's causing it to be scratchy. The machine doesn't know whether to make a high tone or a low tone, so it just comes out all funky. So if in doubt, dig it out. That's it. That's the adventure for today. I'm going to take my nickel and my little kid's ring, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to make me some dinner. So I will talk to you guys later.